Oh, hooray. Back in the purple haze. Saejima is just like, well, things went a lot more smoothly this time. I guess this is his, he's had more practice at it, so I guess the purple haze just comes on a lot more easier this time. And Himura's like, oh, good job, Oyabun. It feels great, doesn't it? So what are you gonna talk about today, man? Like, what kind of story do you got for me? It's like, well, I'm gonna talk about in the past when I was a detective. Like a case that I was on. It's like, well, playing at a detective while I'm in prison, that's kind of strange, but anyways, yeah, this is to have fun, so whatever. Anyways, let me change. Yeah, I'm looking like this, but I'm gonna be acting like I'm a detective. That's kind of crazy. And Himura's just saying, like, okay, well, first, we're gonna begin the story, and to go there, we're gonna have to go to this bar called Ambitious, which is on Lavender Drive. And let's run on over there. Enjoy the nice purple Kool-Aid streets that we can't do anything on besides, just go to the bar. And I guess it does let you do karaoke later. Yeah. Forced you to do karaoke before, and now you can try to do it again. Yeah, that's... You're really giving us a lot here, game. That's great. Meanwhile, you're throwing all these frickin' passerbys in my way. Good God, out of my way! Damn it! I just want to get out of this place and go to Tsukimino, like for real. Not in this strange dream version. This weird ghost Himura chasing me. Oh wait, hello, hi. Oh, it's Kaguya again. Hot. She's just like, oh, Saejima, you're late. Weren't you talking about a case, man? Like, what's Kaguya doing here? Well, I was on a hot date with Kaguya during that day, the beloved Kaguya. That's just the beginning of the story. So anyways, we just went into Ambitious. Oh, they have darts, and they've got billiards. Saejima, let's have a match. I'm really good, whatever. Anyways, what should we do? And you can do darts, or you can do billiards. Billiards takes longer, and I completely suck ass at it, so let's just do darts. He's like, don't hold back now, okay? Anyways, let's begin. Alright. Good old darts. Anybody watching this video has probably played darts before in all of any other games, so I surely really don't have to discuss much about it. We'll just have a standard game of 301. Now, I think they had, you could choose which darts you wanted to do in, like, the 4th game, but if you remember correctly about that, if you gave it a try, what that means is that playing darts sucks. It's really difficult to, like, aim where you want to go if you're using, like, this crappy dart, that the only one they have. Like, you got to get different parts from playing different people to actually make darts that you can win every time with. But we got to have this, this crappy dart, this basic dart that never hits where you want it to go, even though you can aim perfectly with anything else. Even though you master darts in the 3rd game, it starts sucks ass because you have this crappy dart. Yeah, we all know how to play darts. And if you don't, well, I guess you'll never play this in regular games, so whatever. Saejima Taiga versus Kaguya. Alright, lady, I'm gonna whip your ass. Alright, yeah, standard always, you want to go for the triple 20 off the bat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, fleh. Whoa. Well, I'm glad they incorporated the jiggle physics, at least. They went to the effort of that. Whoa! Okay. Jeez, man. Yeah, usually the AI in these games are not... they don't go to a lot of effort to program the AI. It's usually... they do everything perfect, or they make really, really stupid mistakes. Like, just god-awful. And this time, you know, Kaguya did it right. Last time I played with her, she like completely sucked, but but I guess it's my turn to my turn to suck. So I swear it's a dart, man. If I had better darts, I'd be awesome. Oh, no, now she's starting to lose the plot a bit. You can always tell when the AI is just like, well, we'll just give them a break because they'll completely not be aiming where they should be. All right, let's see if I can lock this down. Let's go for the bull. Yeah, see, they just veered all the way to the right there. Like, that's not fair. So mean. Am I gonna have to like start aiming to the right more just because he can't throw straight? Oh, that was. See, like I wasn't even on there, and it just like he landed on it, and I got a low ton at least, so that's cool. Yeah, thanks for the big ups, baby. I appreciate it. Alright, well, I don't want to go over because that's bad. So let's see if I can get 777 using my new aiming strategy. Oh, that didn't work for me at all. Geez, can you cash out on? Man, that's what I hate with this HUD here. Like this display, you can barely see the numbers on the dartboard, so you're just like, where am I throwing it? All right, I gotta get singles, so I might be able to do this. Yeah. All right. And this is stupid because normally when you play a match with the hostess, after you win, this roulette wheel comes out and you can throw like a dart at it, and depending on what you hit, you either get an item or you can get a kiss from her. And they don't have this in Dream Sequence, so it's stupid. But if they had like the ones you get, the reward you get for billiards, I would definitely played for that because you know she poses on the table like in a cheesecake fashion, and it's kind of sexy. But it makes for a great video. Anyways, yeah, she's like, "Oh, Saejima, you're unexpectedly strong." And he's like, "Unexpectedly? What the hell are you saying?" And Himura pipes up, is like, "Well, and that's the time that I." Oh, okay, yeah. And then that's how Saejima enjoyed his time with Kaguya. Or rather, I did. Because this is my story, and you're just reliving my memories. And Saejima's just like, hey, man, like, don't just jump in like that, man. You surprised me. Because I guess he was just sitting there in his head, picturing him playing darts with Kaguya. Anyways, Himura goes on to say, like, okay, well, my objective that day was actually something a lot different than just hanging out with this hot girl. And, you know, just look at the counter over there. Yeah, it looks like they just stepped out of a speakeasy in 1920s, but whatever. But those guys, they've been marked by the police, the Hokkaido police. They're the Chinese mafia. Anyways, they're supposed to be doing like a big weapons deal today. And anybody who knows how Japan is about weapons and stuff like that, they're just no guns whatsoever. Don't like that. Hard to get guns in Japan. Anyways, yeah. But this bar here, you know, it's part of the Kitakata family. Like, this is kind of their hangouts. And, you know, the fact that the Chinese mafia are, like, meeting here to arrange a deal, you know, that's kind of crazy. Like, they're kind of stepping out of their bounds. Because of that, Himura was just like, well, I got to keep an eye on this. And, you know, I came under pretenses of being a couple of Kaguya. I guess she didn't know about that at the time, but whatever. And then Saejima was like, well, don't you usually do that with, like, a police woman? Like, get somebody who's, like, knows what they're doing. And he was just like, well, this isn't reality, so who cares, man? Anyways, the mafia decided to leave the store. And we have to bid goodbye to Kaguya to play right along with the story. Well, nothing's going on, baby. It's just kind of late, so I'm going to go home now. Meet me at the store. Meet me at what the hell is their cabaret club called again? Like, oh yeah, Rose Hip. Meet me at Rose Hip again, Saejima, and spend lots of money. Buy a champagne tower. Okay, yeah, sure. And he was like, well, I saw off Kaguya, but now it's time to chase after these guys. Apparently they went to the ramen village, yo. So anyways, but, you know, this is still a fantasy, so... Because it's a fantasy, Saejima doesn't necessarily need to go there right away. If he wants to, he can go back to Ambitious, and... Well, I guess he can't go back to Ambitious, but... He kind of mentions that you can do karaoke again if you so please, and... Is it actually on the map? Yeah, it's on the map. You can go to Ambitious. Yeah. Actually, we'll warp this right there again. Oh, but here comes another part of the story. When I came to this intersection here, something happened. Oh shit! I gotta get out of the way! No! Oh! Gets hit by a car in his fantasy. Himura's all pissed off. He's like, hey man, like, that didn't happen. Like, I got out of the way in time. Saejima's like, you liar. Anyways, you know, this just couldn't be a coincidence. They got to know that he was tailing them, so they tried to hit him with... They tried to get this car to hit him. Anyways, but of course, Himura's like, I was a detective. Even though I understood the danger, there's no way that I would stop from protecting the city. So, I just kept going forward. And Saejima points out, like, hey, weren't you, like, nailed on bribery charges, man? He's like, geez, man, that kind of hurt. Like, man, don't say things like that. Anyways, let's chase after those guys and just ignore the fact that I got brought down on bribery charges. Easy to miss. Yeah, if you look on the map there, you just be like, how do I get there? It's like, oh, there we go. The famous ramen village based on the ramen yokocho, an actual, the real-life version of Tsukumino, the Susukino, where apparently they made the birthplace of miso ramen. But, yeah, we're not going to ramen shop here. We're going to track down the Chinese mafia. Oh no, they know we were tailing them, and they're gonna fight us. They look like they stepped out of a Michael Jackson video, but oh my god, they're here to kick our asses. He's like, Saejima's like, well, why did you do that, man? He's like, well, it wasn't my choice, but I fought them. I gotta protect the city. Oh, you liar. Well, whatever. Well, let's do this. Yes, the mafia. Looks like they're about to start breakdancing at any minute, but whatever. We'll break some things for them in the meantime. It's an old cheesy line, but you gotta say this. Time to take out the trash! Just flatten them with a motorcycle. They'll learn their lesson, even though they're probably dead, but whatever. You know, I was about to say, like, this guy's holding a big-ass motorcycle, and you come at him with, like, a street pylon. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? But, you know, they actually seem to be doing pretty good with it, so whatever. Chinese mafia people. Oh, their names are all actually Chinese, like. Nice little attention to detail. And that's how I saved the city once again. Ah, applause. Yeah, it was a pretty good story, man. Are you sure you were a detective before and you weren't lying about it? Like, hey, man, this is true. This thing really happened. Like, man, how come you don't believe me? Well, this was good exercise anyway. He's like, what? Exercise? Yeah, well, yeah, it was fun. Anyways, yeah, let's head to bed, man. Yes!